You know that feeling when you work hard but your mind keeps wandering and other things keep pulling you away? Your big goals seem further and further away. Imagine that many years ago, a famous samurai named Miyamoto Musashi learned how to focus like a laser. This focus helped him win all 60 of his duels, and his lessons can still help you today to block out distractions, sharpen your mind, and reach any goal you set. Step 1. Define your goals with clarity. Clarity is important for success because it helps us think clearly and get around in life. Musashi, a famous martial artist, thought that a warrior should know what the fight is about, where it will happen, and what their goal is before they start. If you want to reach big goals, you need to be very clear about what they are. Think about what you want, why you want it, and what you think success looks like. A lot of people just float through life, chasing vague goals or ambitions that society, family, or friends set for them. This lack of planning makes it impossible to have a plan or a goal. Setting clear goals gives you a point of reference that helps you make choices, stay focused when things get distracting, and get stronger when the going gets tough. When you write down your goals in great detail, they become clearer in your mind. This makes you more determined and gives you a solid base for everything you do. When you set goals that aren't clear, you get results that aren't clear either. If you are clear about your goals, you will be able to walk with purpose, confidence, and a steady sense of where you are going, just like Musashi. Step 2. Break down large goals into small, actionable steps. One step at a time, you can climb a mountain. Big goals can be hard to reach, which is one reason why people give up on them. Miyamoto Musashi won all 60 of his battle fights, but he didn't learn how to use a sword right away. He trained hard every day, getting better at the basics and building on small wins until he was a master. When it comes to your goals, the same rule holds. It's easy to get stuck when you only think about how big the job is, like starting a business, writing a book, or running a marathon. But when you break that big goal down into small, doable steps, you make a way to reach it that is both attainable and inspiring. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, don't think about how hard it will be to write 300 pages. Break it up into smaller steps instead. Write 1 page every day, plan out 1 chapter every week, and fix small parts. These steps add up to a finished beauty over time. Musashi often said that the way of strategy meant being able to see both the big picture and the little things. It was his belief that control came from realizing that big wins are made up of many small ones. Breaking goals down also helps you see what you need to do. You don't feel stressed when you wake up today because you know what to do. If you want to become financially independent, you might start by setting aside a certain amount of your income, learning how to trade, or starting a side business. Even though each step is small, they all add up to get you closer to your goal. Step by step, walk the 1,000-mile road, Musashi said one time. He knew that any long journey needs a lot of patience and steady action. You can turn a scary dream into a series of doable steps that keep you moving forward by breaking your goal down. This method also helps you concentrate better. If you know what you need to do next, you're less likely to put things off or get sidetracked. The way becomes clear, and change is bound to happen. So, break up your big goal into smaller ones. Make sure that each one is clear, attainable, and measured. Take each step like a small fight that you need to win. Over time, you will get closer to your goal, just like Musashi did as he mastered his craft. The discipline and focus that it took to get there will also change you. Step 3. Eliminate distractions by creating a focused environment. Musashi, a famous fighter, thought that a warrior should pay attention to what's important and be aware of their surroundings. These days, our biggest enemy is not an enemy's sword, but all the things that try to take our attention away, like social media, constant alerts, noise, and clutter. To stay laser-focused and reach big goals, you need to get rid of things that will confuse you and make a space that supports your mission. Clearing your office of things that aren't needed is the first thing you should do to make it a place that encourages focus and productivity. For projects, only have the things you need on hand. You can take charge of your digital life by turning off notifications, putting limits on your phone, and, if necessary, blocking websites that are distracting. Get rid of negative self-talk and mental clutter that gets in the way of your goal to change your mental environment. To keep your mind clear and calm, try awareness, meditation, or writing in a journal. If you clear your mind of all distractions, you can focus deeply and feel ready, like a samurai who is ready to fight and steps onto the battlefield with full attention. Distractions are bad for success, and Musashi knew that a mind that is split up is a mind that has lost. Getting rid of things that don't help you will help you focus and get things done, which will help you reach your biggest goals. Step 4. Prioritize tasks and tackle the most important ones first. Setting priorities like Musashi does is a great way to reach big goals. Don't waste your energy. Instead, be determined and do the most important things first. A lot of people waste their time on jobs that aren't important and don't help them reach their real goals. To stay laser-focused, pick the 20% of tasks that really matter and promise to finish them before anything else. The 80-20 rule says that putting in 20% of the work will get you 80% of the benefits. The idea that "do nothing that is of no use" by Musashi can change your life. Before you do something, ask yourself if it will help you reach your goal and if it is the best use of your time and energy. If the answer is no, don't do it or put it off. Beginning the day with the hardest and most important job helps you keep going and makes sure that you have already made a lot of progress, even if you get sidetracked. You gain control, clarity, and efficiency by setting priorities and focusing on what's most important. Focus your energy like a sharpened blade on the center of your goal. This will help you make faster progress and gain faith in your ability to follow the path of a true warrior. Step 5. Practice single-tasking to devote full attention to one thing. Musashi, a famous Japanese warrior, thought that doing more than one thing at once was a waste of time and made people less productive. He pushed for single-tasking instead, which means focusing on just one thing at a time. This method lets the brain switch quickly, which drains energy and leaves chores unfinished and results that aren't very deep. Musashi thought that a fighter couldn't fight two enemies at the same time because they would be too distracted. When you only do one thing at a time, you get more done. When you give a job your full attention, your mind goes into a state of flow. This state slows down time, blocks out distractions, and guides your energy precisely. This is the same state that Musashi would be in before a battle, fully focused, present, and dedicated to the current moment. To practice single-tasking, get rid of anything that might get in the way and pick one job that is important to you. Set aside a certain amount of time to work on just one thing. For instance, if your goal is to write, don't let anything else get in the way of your writing. If your goal is to get fit, focus on working out without stopping. If you want to study, pay close attention to what you're doing. By focusing on just one thing at a time, you train your mind like a fighter sharpens his sword, making it easier to focus, avoid distractions, and do great work. This habit turns into a source of great power over time, helping you slowly reach your biggest goals. Step 6. Regularly review your progress to stay motivated. Musashi always thought about the fights he fought. He would think about what went well, what didn't, and how he could get better after each fight. This never-ending review of himself was important for his growth and final mastery. You have to be disciplined to keep track of your progress so you can learn, make changes, and stay inspired if you want to reach your big goals. It can be hard and take a long time to reach a big goal. It's easy to lose track of how far you've come or get off track if you don't think about things often. Going over your success helps you stay motivated and focused on your goal. It helps you enjoy small wins, learn from your mistakes, and make better choices in the future. Every week or month, set aside time to look over what you've done. Check to see if you're going towards your goal. What steps have worked so far? Where do I need to improve? This process turns your journey from a random act of willpower into a well-planned campaign, just like Musashi did by carefully studying his fights and always making them better. Reviewing progress also helps you learn more about yourself. Musashi taught that it's just as important to know yourself as it is to know your enemy. You can learn about your skills, weaknesses, habits, and patterns by thinking about what you've done. You can change and get stronger with this information. Also, looking at your growth helps you stay motivated when things are tough. It takes time to reach big goals. Setbacks, mistakes, and times of doubt are going to happen. But you have the strength to keep going when you see the steps you've already taken and the progress you've made. It helps you remember that you are on the right track, even if you don't see effects right away. Sense is strong and sight is weak, Musashi said. Perception can see more than what is in front of you, while sight can only see what is there. Looking back at your progress helps you see past the small problems you face each day and see the long-term path of growth. Review a habit and make improvement. Keep a journal, write down your goals, and honestly think about what you've done. By doing this, you'll improve your plan, keep you motivated, and stay focused on your main goal. Just like Musashi got better at swordsmanship after every fight, you will get better at your path until success is inevitable. Step 7. Celebrate small wins to maintain momentum. Musashi's life wasn't just about fighting, it was also about mastering things through hard work and noticing improvement. He thought that each duel, training session, and focused moment built on the last. He also thought that it was important to enjoy small wins along the way as you work towards big goals. No matter how small, these wins keep your heart up and your momentum going. Big goals can take years or months to reach, and the trip can feel long and tiring if you wait until the end to feel satisfied. Small accomplishments should be celebrated because they give you energy and boost your confidence. Every win is proof that your hard work is paying off, and enjoying them gives you the drive to keep going. Musashi's teachings stress that you should not only compare your growth to the end result, but also to the person you were yesterday. Celebrating small wins gives you the drive to keep going. When you celebrate, you shouldn't get comfortable. Instead, you should recognize your progress and stay committed to the trip. Rewarding yourself with something important, like time to rest or think, but always going back to the path with fresh determination. Psychologically, enjoying small wins makes you more motivated by starting a positive feedback loop in your brain that releases dopamine and reinforces the habit of making progress. Don't wait until you cross the finish line to feel like a winner. Every step you take is powerful, and you should enjoy your discipline, persistence, and small victories.